For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 4 of Season 4 of the Career Mode RTG. We are in the Premier League, we are in the opening transfer window of that season, and so far we're having a very good window. We had an exceptional tournament in pre-season, ended up winning, and very, very pleased to do so. Almost doubled our transfer budget by doing so, and of course we've sold Xavier Chavalaran as well so far this season. In the last episode, we got a rather massive bid for Lino Navarrete of £73 million from Rasenballsport Leipzig in Germany. I did reject that at £73 million, and I put it to you whether we should keep or sell players like Navarrete were we to get offers of that size or upwards. And thanks to your quite literally over 1,000 comments over the past couple of episodes, it's very, very clear that Navarrete is a must keep. He cannot be sold, so I will not sell him. However, Greco is a potential if we get the right offer in, because mainly, as I mentioned in the previous episode, I'm not sure he's physically able to cut it in the Premier League. He'd be fantastic for La Liga or for Liga, but for like the Bundesliga or for the Premier League, the more physical leagues, I don't think that Greco is going to be able to cut it for us, which is why Jeffrey Beer, who's come in, yes, he's older, yes, he's a lot lower rated, but he's much, much more physical and kind of custom built for the Premier League, and he's done very well for us in pre-season so far. I will continue to play Greco until he moves on, if he moves on. Like I say, I'm not definitely selling Greco, but I will do if I get the right offer in. We are, though, thanks to your feedback, definitely going to try and move on Hamilton. He's 82 overall, but his overall is drastically inflated by the 99 kicking. He's actually not that much better at all than 76 rated Cooper. As such, we are going to look to sell Hamilton. I'm not going to put him on the transfer list just yet, because of course if I do so that will lower the level of bids that we get for him. But if we haven't had an offer for him, or an offer of any substantial size for him by the West Ham game, then I will add him to the transfer list and then try and move him on in the remaining 2 weeks or so of the transfer window. I'm not sure whether we'll actually reach the West, or whether we'll play the West Ham game today. It depends what happens between now and then. We are going to work our way towards it. At present, we have £10 million in the transfer budget, and the only place where I'd say we really need to strengthen is left back. And the one player that we already had previously on our shortlist was Jerome Roussillon, who looks fantastic for just £7 million. Now, I am genuinely going to go and try and buy this guy at left back. I think someone that we could train, who could grow really well. He's still only 25 years old at 78 rated. We don't want to go out and buy the massively huge players like Ricardo Rodriguez or Jetro Willems, etc. this early on in our Premier League life. I don't think players like that would come to us at this stage of our Premier League life. I want to sign players that kind of late 70s, 80, 81 rated, and then next season, once we've established ourselves in the Premier League, then we can go out and buy the higher rated players, etc. So for now, we're going to concentrate on just improving what we've got, but we're not going to go too over the top with the signings of players coming in. I don't know how open to this sale they might be. He still has several years left on his contract, evidently, and he's a crucial first-team player. I will offer a player as makeweight, though, as well. We are trying to sell Zlatko Tripic, so if I offer £6 million plus him, then maybe that's a deal that could get done. Like I say, we'll advance as far as we can. I'm actually sorely tempted by Mbappé Lotan as well. After seeing him play phenomenally well for Monaco midweek against Manchester City, I'm actually quite keen on bringing him in. Whether we do so in this window, I'm not sure, because of course we have Jeffrey Beer now, and we still have Hugo Wiedemont here. If I bring Mbappé Lotan in, then I would definitely get rid of Hugo Wiedemont and almost certainly get rid of Greco as well. I will take your feedback on that over the next couple of episodes. Do let me know. I would like to try and bring in some English talent if I can, which is why we have Jack Rodwell here on the list. He's kind of as good as the players that we brought in, like Benyat and Hernan, but obviously we still have Luke Berry at the club. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is adapting to that CDM role, and I'm still trying to move on Petrak, and we're still trying to move on. I mean, I could potentially sell Folman as well. Maybe we could sell Corbinian and Folman as well as Petrak, and then perhaps try and bring in Jack Rodwell to bring in some English talent, or maybe even someone like James Ward-Prowse. I'm not sure how. Well, it's probably a little bit expensive actually, thinking about it, considering how late we are in the or how far we've advanced in the save by now. He may even have gotten a transfer by this point. He is still at Southampton, so I will scout him. Add him to the shortlist and we'll scout him. And he could be valued at 18 million. All right, out of my price range right now, James Ward-Prowse. So we won't necessarily be bringing him in, but we could bring in Jack Rodwell. And I will, like I say, take your feedback on board. But we'll advance further forward a little bit now and see what happens with regards of us coming in for, most importantly, Hamilton and or anyone else. Do drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more of this Premier League season. There's going to be a My Player that was uploaded earlier on today as well, so make sure you check the channel page for that. Of course, there's 2 videos every single day, so make sure that you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss anything. But we're going to advance a little bit further forward and we'll see what happens. Transfer offer for Andre Petrak. It's about time someone showed some interest in him. It's Queen's Park Rangers. I'll ask for 2 million. And that would be another player gone, which would open up the way for potentially, like we say, someone like Jack Butland. I keep saying Jack Butland. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe I should be signing Jack Butland at some point in his career. It might potentially open up the way for someone like Jack Rodwell to come into the club. Montpellier have rejected the offer. They are interested. They are interested in Zlatko Tripic, but it's not enough money. So I'll offer 8 million plus Tripic. Left back was the main position where we needed to improve more so than anywhere else, which is why I'm spending what little money I currently have on a left back. Transfer offer for Davinson Sanchez, interestingly enough, but going to be rejecting that. He's still only 22 years of age. Plenty of growth remaining there for him, so we'll reject there. And QPR are going to match the 2 million for Petrak. Things are going quite well so far today. Scout report is in on James Ward-Prowse. He's 81 rated, £18 million. Now, if I can raise the money, then I would probably go for him over Jack Rodwell because he's high rated and younger. But to do that, we would have to raise the money. Now, Montpellier have accepted the £8 million plus Zlatko Tripic bid, and he only wants 25 grand a week. Superb. Thank you very much. Right, I'll give him important first team player, but he'll probably want crucial, and if he does, that's fine. I'll offer him that. And to be fair, if he does come in, or when he comes in, what I may do, in fact what I am going to do, is put Rico Henry on the loan list. Because Gieselman is obviously one of the best players that we've had, or most consistent players that we've had at the club, but Rico Henry is still very young. So we will add him to the loan list for a year, and hopefully he can get some decent experience. But I'm really pleased with that potential deal for the new left back. So we'll try and get that done as soon as possible. Predicted finish. Sorry, I just saw that. Predicted finish for Arsenal was 8th. The media are predicting that Arsenal will finish 8th in the Premier League this season. Wow. I just saw briefly out the corner of my eye there that it said Germany 2, England 0. I have a horrible feeling that that was the World Cup final. Andre Petrak has been sold for £2 million to QPR, so we've raised a little bit more money there. I am going to go and check now. I think that's Germany winning the World Cup in Russia for 2018, 2-0 ahead of... No. Why did it say Germany 2, England 0 then? I've absolutely... third place playoff. That'll be why. England lost on penalties to Romania. Brilliant. Belgium win the World Cup in Russia for 2018 with a 3-0 win over the Romanians. And Germany lost 1-0 in the semi to Belgium. England beat the Netherlands by 3-2. But... lost to Romania, are you sure? Alright, apologies any Romanian fans out there watching, but I would have liked to have thought that my England side could have been able to beat you, but evidently not. Burnley set to finish, or predicted to finish 20th, which means at least they don't think we're going to finish rock bottom. Jeremy Roussillon has accepted the contract, and he will come in. We have a brand new left back, our first signing of the new season for cash, because of course we bought in 4 players on pre-contracts. I'll have a look at that youth squad report in a moment, but we will add him into the starting lineup because why the hell would you not? Gieselman will swap him out for Rico Henry, who's hopefully going to go out on loan. If he doesn't, then I'll still try and play him as much as I can. But Roussillon will go into the starting lineup, and then for OCD, we'll get everybody in the right position. There we go. Oh, nearly. There we go. Right, so we have a new left back, 78 rated. That will drastically improve our defensive line. +6 overall from our previous highest rated left back in Gieselman at 72. I'm pleased with that signing, very much so. So hopefully we can push further forward and get some more business done today. The youth scout report, I forgot to come back to this, but I'll do it now. Aidan Watson, 68 rated now at the age of 17. And we could call him up as soon as we're able to get Hamilton out. And, well, he's growing drastically already. I might not even need to train him the way he's growing right now. Charlie Edwards still kind of stalling. He's not growing as fast as I might like him to. But Aidan Murphy is now 16 and eligible to be called up. But I'm going to leave him in the youth club until he's at least 17, maybe even 18, and just monitor his growth. But Aidan Watson's growing very quickly. So hopefully he can continue to do so. Although, have I been training him actually off the top of my head? That might be, yes, I have been. That's why his overall's gone up so much. I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember whether I'd been training him or not. But we've had another offer in for Lino Navarrete of £72 million from Benfica. But he's already gone up another rating. He's 85 rated now, Lino Navarrete. I'm going to reject the offer. You guys told me that he is a must keep. So, we will keep him. 65 million. Was it 65 million he was valued at now? I can't believe that Lino... Why have I gone into that tab? I can't believe that Lino Navarrete is up to 85 rated already so far this season. It's madness. Absolute madness. I'll show you his stats here. He's playing at Cam for me right now. Oh, and his physicals are starting to grow. His acceleration and his sprint speed is starting to go up. That's exactly what I wanted to happen for Navarrete this season. Superb. His finishing is now 83 as well. I think I might be able to just stop training Lino Navarrete and concentrate on everybody else. £61.5 million is his valuation. I'm happy to completely stop training him and move forward onto someone else. Chelsea predicted finish of 3rd. Key player Leonardo Bonucci, the centre-back. Bradley Halliday wants to discuss contract. All right, I'll give you a new contract and then I'll cut back when I've got something else to bring to you. Transfer offer for Rico Henry. Loan bid for 1 year to Bristol City. I'd be happy with that. He's unhappy apparently at present. I'm not sure why. I might actually go and check. Why are you unhappy, Rico? He's not going to be on this list anymore, is he? No. So what we'll do is we'll go to the squad report. I think it might just be lack of playing time because obviously Gieselman is our highest rated player. Why was he? Oh, he's content now. He was unhappy, but all right. Well, he's happy enough being out on loan. I'm actually now going to go and offer Bradley Halliday that contract because I previously forgot, and then we'll advance a little bit further. The board are pleased with me apparently. I can see why. The season ticket holder thing has just updated. Great work. Just wanted to let you know. Or just wanted to thank you for helping the club reach one of its brand exposure goals that we set out to accomplish this season. Achieved our long-term goal of increasing season ticket holders by at least 10% within 3 seasons. Superb. That was the most important one as well with regards to board objectives because you can see that's medium and all the others are set to low. So that is wonderful. That's exactly what we needed to do and I didn't have to do anything to do it. So, cheers game. We will very much take that. Thank you extremely much. Oh, Roma have accepted a £37 million bid for Mo Salah from Real Madrid. And it looks like we're going to get to the West Ham game without any further bids for Shane Hamilton. So I will add him to the transfer list. Whether we spend that money in this window or wait until January is obviously to be seen. But what we could do is put all of the money into the wage budget and get some unbelievable players on pre-contracts, if they're available, of course. But we're advanced as far as the West Ham game now, and still no bids for Shane Hamilton. So I will add him onto the transfer list, and we'll just try and see if we can move him on. I'm still not going to accept low bids. I still want a decent amount of money for him. I'm not going to let him go on the cheap by any stretch, but we are willing to let him go. Not only has Navarrete gone up to 85, Lozano's up to 79, and he's got a new picture as well. That's interesting. Greco is now 83 as well. He's gone up one. And Loftus-Cheek is now 74. Benyat has dropped one to 80, but we expected that to happen at some point this season. And Hamilton is now able to play again because he's back from international duty. So I will put him into the starting lineup for the time being. Let's put Luke Berry on the bench. There we go. But the side is looking pretty damn strong right now. And we're going to jump into our first game of the Premier League season against West Ham United. Wish me luck. How good does that look? Cambridge United live from the Abbey in the Premier League graphics. That looks absolutely superb. It's been 3 seasons, 3 hard-fought seasons to get here, especially that championship year. That was a very, very difficult season for us, but we came out on top, quite literally, winning the league in the last couple of days. And now we get to take on West Ham at home in the first game of Cambridge United's history in the top flight of English football. Desperate to come out with a win. Benyat into Navarrete, out to Halliday. Oh, could go back to Navarrete through that gap, and we have done. Let's lay that off there for Benyat. Heavy touch. Lost possession, but won it back. Bang that tops. Oh, jeez, he nearly did. Cracking it off the crossbar. Benyat with the first shot of Cambridge United's Premier League career. And it's an absolute rocket that very nearly scores our first goal of our Premier League career, but not quite. Alessandrini, he's turned his side nicely there, and he's got the acceleration to get away, and Lozano's making a nice run. I may have overhit that. No, I'm going to keep it in. I'm going to pull it back, and Greco fires wide. We're on top in these opening 10 minutes. Definitely on top. Caleri pulls it back there to Cresswell. Heavy touch, but there was nobody near him. What a delivery. Wow. They've got a corner thanks to brilliant defending from our new left-back, but that was a glorious opportunity for West Ham to take a 1-0 lead with their first opportunity of the game, and the header there from Nordveit is well held by Hamilton, thankfully. West Ham firing back, but so far we're both firing blanks. No goals yet. This is good football. West Ham not able to get near us right now. We're stretching their defence all over the place. Bradley Halliday will go through there to Lozano. Ruben Loftus-Cheek's arriving. We'll go out wide to Greco. I'm going to cut back here, and he's done brilliantly, and we'll just knock it inside for Loftus-Cheek. Oh, and a good save by Adrian. And that spin is going to take that out for a corner. Surely Loftus-Cheek should have buried that. Really good opportunity. Probably the best of the game so far. Up goes Davinson Sanchez, and over the bar goes the ball. Play the 1-2. Take it forward. Turn inside. Keep going. Lozano is there. And he's gotten past the defender. Lozano! 1-0 Cambridge. We lead at last. It's taken a couple of attempts, but finally we've gotten in front, and it is probably the last action of the first half. Nice run by Navarrete. Great first touch by Lozano to take it away from the defender, and then an accurate finish. That's why he's starting ahead of Joel Osoro so far this season. That plus Joel Osoro hasn't actually been available for selection so far this season until today, with the international tournaments being played, but still, Lozano has been on fire and continuing to burn quite bright. Lanzini just come on at half-time for West Ham, trying to work something. He's gotten away from Jake Clark-Salter and he's slotted through Pedro Obiang, who draws a good save at Hamilton. Close to equalising West Ham. Close down the second ball by Payet. He's still whipped in a third, but thankfully Jake Clark-Salter does better this time around, and Lozano's headed that away, and we might even catch him on the counter here. I'm not sure what Greco's pace stands at currently, but his dribbling's good enough. And they'll get that into Lino Navarrete, who has, of course, better acceleration and sprint speed now. And we've turned inside, but Winston Reid has read me all ends up. Paulo Dybala, for £85 million, has moved to Chelsea. I just heard in commentary. You saw a little graphic there, top left. Massive signing that now directly affects us, of course, being a fellow Premier League team. As if I wasn't looking forward to playing Chelsea enough with this Cambridge team. They've now gone and strengthened with Paulo bloody Dybala. Brilliant. The Premier League just got a little bit harder. Could spin on it. Still waiting for him. There we go. There's the turn we were waiting for. And Hernan's gotten the tackle in. Looked to slot through Lozano. And he's done brilliantly. And Lozano could set up the chance for a finessed effort. But it's well blocked by the defender. Opportunity to make it 2 from the corner instead. And... oh! Alessandrini has headed over. Disappointed with himself, as am I in him. But still a decent effort. He's risen well there. But unfortunately no accuracy on the header. Throw for West Ham. Cresswell with a couple of pump fakes and then eventually throws it, but we pick it off. Clearance isn't the best. It was deflected, and Obiang could work it back into a dangerous area. He's found Lanzini, but that is a brilliant interception from Jake Clark-Salter. Ruben Loftus-Cheek loses out on possession, though. Clary sets up the shot from distance, but that should be and is keeper's ball. On to Greco. 10 minutes to go. Loftus-Cheek there into Hernan, who can set away Alessandrini, and we might be in to make it too. Sam Byron trying to close me down. Alessandrini running out of space and time, but he's going to... Oh, that definitely hit an arm of Winston Reid there as the shot came in, but obviously don't have handballs turned on in FIFA, so unfortunately no penalty. Caleri can't get past my defensive line though. It'll only be a throw for West Ham. 7 minutes between us and our first ever Premier League points as Kouyaté and Ruben Loftus-Cheek jog off in unison together, bobbing the same way. And Luke Berry, who's been with us since the conference, will come on to play in the Premier League for the very first time and win his first ever header in the Premier League as well. Gets it across there to Alessandrini. Lozano into Berry. He's on the pitch not long ago. Unfortunately not got the legs to get away, or the pace to get away. Into Hernan there. I'll lay this off here. There's so much space for Greco. And Greco to make it 2. Good save by Adrian. It will drop to Lozano, but I'll put it back for support. And back to Hernan. And across here to Greco again. Greco, another shot blocked. Adrian with a comfortable save. But there goes the final whistle. A win in our first ever game in the Premier League by a single goal to nil from Anthony Lozano, our new cover star for the series. Absolutely brilliant. Solid game. Played very, very well. Delighted to get 3 points. Aston Villa beat Manchester City by a goal to nil away from home. Not the best of starts for Manchester City, but a really good start for us. 3 points. Now, then, the next round of the Football League Cup should have been drawn by now. Our manager rating is up to 81. That's fantastic. The cup draw hasn't been made yet. Okay. Well, we'll leave it there for now, for today. And tomorrow we will come back and play Tottenham and end the transfer window. And we'll see if we get any bids in for Hamilton. Hopefully we will. Hopefully we'll be able to raise some more money. We will... Because we'll be ending the transfer window in tomorrow's episode, leave me any suggestions you have with regards to potential transfers for the end of this window, should we be able to get the Hamilton money in early enough to be able to make some difference. If not, what I may do actually, if we're able to get Hamilton sold before the Tottenham game, then I'll play Tottenham and then we'll have an extra episode in the transfer window so that I can act upon your suggestions. If not, then we'll try and sell Hamilton, and we will spend that money in January when that window comes around. But for now, that's where we'll leave it to ensure that I can, again, continue to take on your suggestions as best as possible. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further videos. Follow me on Twitter, link in the description down below. But for now, we leave Cambridge United second in the Premier League.